Hey guys, this is AZJASON, and we're back for Alliance War number 3 of season number 26, and I'm running path number 8. We've got 4 fights, Warlock, Aegon, Venom, and then I got a shot at the Apocalypse boss with TIGRA. I brought her along just as a backup, and our first guy in used Guillotine 29, lost his combo, and we'd already lost the war, so they want to give me some reps on using TIGRA. So we'll check that out, and definitely some lessons learned. We'll kind of get into it now. So first up is Quake against Warlock. Now again, I see Warlock here all the time. There's a 6-star rank 3, unawakened though. So because he's unawakened, that signature ability of the degen on this node just isn't a thing. So I felt super comfortable coming in here with Quake. And I proceeded to drop my heavy and just get destroyed. I'm down to 17%, but with Quake, I'm still okay. If I can just kind of keep together, I can still get through this fight, and I took another combo. So, notified the Lions, show them the video, boost it back up, and I'm not sure I'm going to show it here, but in terms of the boosts, I was not at all confident and kind of freaking out, so I actually put on an invincibility boost here. You know, with Quake, it's kind of like riding a bike, but again, having missed all of season 25 in Alliance War, I've had success, but it hasn't had a ton of reps just yet, so I just didn't want to take any chances, and so I healed her back up to 70% or so. I did put on that 3-minute invulnerability boost, just in case I made another mistake, but sometimes you just got to jump right back in the saddle and kind of get after it. So we're doing that here. So far so good. We're on the verge of hitting another aftershock and concussion. He's down to roughly 40%. Now Warlock's got some super exaggerated, short or small or light and medium and heavies. And I guess sometimes you kind of get fooled into something that isn't there, so you can almost like see in shadows. But at least in the second round, I was successful getting him down and regaining some confidence. But got to tell you, I'm a little bit shaken from that first loss. That was first loss of the entire season, so not at all exciting. So next up, we have our Aegon Rematch. So last war, I had my 6-star rank 3 Dr. Doom going in, and that was against a 5-star. I thought it was cool to hit into his block at the time, got parried, 5-hit combo, and then dashing back, he intercepted me and punished me again. I was on a 30%, came back and won that fight. But you're going to see here, I'm going to take a lot fewer chances, not just hit into his block and potentially get parried. So he's at an SP2. I'm just kind of backing away at this point and trying to make sure I'm not making any mistakes, but I'm on the verge here of my SP3 cycle with Dr. Doom. I'm still at full health. So SP3 is in. Do the typical Doom cycle. Got my SP1, steal his power, and where we've got this thing under control. Again, doing a lot more blocking. I'm not going to give him really any opportunity to kind of parry and punish. So again, a much better strategy here in this fight with Aegon, although he was a 6-star rank 3 versus last war was just a 5-star. So we're doing good. Again, on the verge of stealing his power, SP1. Again, a lot more cautious here, trying to make sure that I'm not making any mistakes like I did last time. Push him up into nearly an SP3 and throw mine. So again, we've got this fight totally in control. I'm at 94% health, and this SP3 gets him down below 20%. Another SP1. Let's block, medium, and he's dead. So that went really well. I was pretty happy with that lane, and we're heading now into Venom. again, I see Venom here nearly every single war. So very comfortable, and again, Dr. Doom, in my opinion, is perhaps the best, if not one of the best counters for Venom on this path. So he puts in a lot of work. In my past alliance, I seldom got to use my 6-star Dr. Doom because he's always on defense. In this new alliance, there's quite a few 6-star rank 3 SIG 200s, so with mine at SIG 160, and we're going for full diversity on our defense, he's available. So in the past, I've certainly made do with my 565 Doom, and he did just fine. But having that extra health and the extra BP power and the adrenaline healing with my 6-star rank 3 is great, and gives me a lot of confidence going into a lot of these fights. So kind of got it going here now. Hit the SP3 cycle. It's a nice punishing attack. He's stunned. Double medium, light, light, light. SP1. And he's gonna get a SP3 here, I believe, just because of the node. It's giving him power. Maybe not this time. Perfect bonus damage of 20%. Back up to another SP3. And again, I'm at 90%, and again, Dr. Doom is super resilient, so even if I do make a mistake, it's... you gotta make multiple mistakes to die. And he's dead. So that was the fight. I thought I was done, but then, again, a teammate had a little bit of trouble on the Apocalypse boss, so I had brought along TIGRA just as a backup. I wasn't assigned, and there's half health. I did boost up pretty well, and again, being new to the Alliance, I was hoping that I could do well with my TIGRA. She's a 5-star awakened SIG 200 TIGRA. I follow some of the folks out there that are really, really good with TIGRA, and I'm still learning, but I've had success against Apocalypse in the past, so still pretty good. Now, on the front end here, if you see the orange and the blue, those are her senses. What you want to be doing is intercepting, which pauses those timers, but what's happening in hindsight here is that I'm sort of messing around hitting in a block, and those timers have basically expired, and I don't really notice. So I'm doing this cycle now, which is great. We're on the verge of the first SP1, but they've now expired. So as I'm sort of building up, I'm just not doing the damage that I'm sort of intending. You'll sort of see me do this evade, which again, I've learned through some of the line chats related to TIGRA. This is great. You release, you do the heavies, and you're getting some nice ruptures building up. But the problem is I have neither one of my senses up. So in hindsight, the mistake was I should be throwing SP1s, 2 of them actually, to try and build those senses up. But I keep doing this heavy thing, which is all fine and dandy if I have those senses up, which I don't. So the 2 options are, 1, do 2 SP1s, or go all the way to SP3, and then that activates both senses, and then you can basically kick his ass. I've been messing around this whole time, throwing SP2. It's okay damage, but because the senses aren't up, I'm not doing the damage that I'm sort of expecting. So I keep repeating this cycle, and I think I'm just probably a little bit nervous on kind of what's going on, and not realizing what's really important, which is getting those senses up. So again, I just keep repeating this. This is what it should look like for a TIGRA fight with the damage in there, because again, I don't have my senses up. So finally I do the first one. The orange one is up. The problem is I misplace where I'm at. I should have done 3 dashes back instead of 2, and he hit me. The problem now is that little red timer, I need to let that expire before I avoid the next SP1, and the problem is he's on the verge of doing one. So I bait it out, duck, and get wrecked. So that is the end of my war. I started off with Quake against Warlock. I brought in Quake because I had confidence using her, but in hindsight, I've been using Venom for that fight all the time. I didn't do it because this Warlock wasn't awakened, but in hindsight, that would have been the safer bet, and I won't make that mistake again. Aegon, we sort of had a nice recovery fight. I took a lot of damage in war number 2, and did not take as many chances hitting in the block and potentially getting parried this round, so did a really great job with Aegon. Venom is pretty typical, got up to the 3rd win, and then sort of volunteered to help on the Apocalypse boss after the primary assignment was unable to complete it with his Guillotine 29 when he lost his combination. At the time, we'd already lost the wars, so I think my alliance was comfortable. Again, only being my third war with them, giving it a try. And unfortunately, I failed. But again, looking back at the tape and understanding what went wrong, I'll be a lot more confident. Again, this is my third war back. I took off the entire season 25 off. I just needed a little bit of a break from competitive alliance activities and worked on actually Abyss. I finished 4 paths of Abyss. I did the easy path like last July and did all 4 paths in a month's time to get all those rank up rewards and get that major milestone kind of behind me. And that was grueling but fun and kind of recharged me a little bit to kind of get back into alliance activities. And again, my new alliance has given me the opportunity to compete in the Plat 2, Plat 3 level in Alliance War, and then also my first experience with Alliance Quest with Map 7 with Epic Modifiers. I've done Map 7 before, but it's more of the Heroic and Master mode, so this is a new experience, and I'm really just excited about the opportunity to earn the 10% T5CC to kind of give me the resources I need to continue with the rank ups that I want to get done. So this concludes the video. Thanks for the time, and we're going to have positives and negatives. I'm going to be pretty honest about what goes right, what goes wrong, and learn from it. But as the war season progresses, hopefully I'll continue evolving and get better and better and bring the right champs. So have a great night.